Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended on the center, which just released, and I'm going to show you how to get a stupid amount of organic polymer. If you haven't figured it out already, I have a club of polymer, we'll call it, in my hand, and you just need to know the two locations that you can go to in order to get a ton of organic polymer inside of the center. Now, organic polymer is much easier to gather than regular polymer, but I'll also show you where you can get regular polymer. You just got to give me a second to get to that point. But in order to do that, you need to know two locations. One, you need to know the Kairuku spawn over in this zone right here. This is the Penguin Lake, Penguin Iceberg, whatever you want to call it. And then nearby, there's also the Ice Castle, which will spawn penguins as well. Now, so in order for you to understand why I say that there's a ton of penguins here, they spawn, sometimes hover in the air like you see that one doing over there, and they will also be inside of the lake. This area has a stupid amount of penguins. You can see them swimming around the lake. They're harder to catch, obviously, so I wouldn't try and go in the lake if I was you. I would just stick on top of the iceberg. They will spawn in quite a few numbers on top of the iceberg. You just have to give them some time. And in order to kill them, what I would recommend you do is take a fabricated sniper rifle, pop off a couple of headshots, and then once they are on the ground, go ahead and use a nice little club in order to harvest the polymer off of them. Now, it doesn't matter where you hit them, they will all give you, and this is a 1x server, by the way. So this is something where it doesn't really necessarily matter how much I get here, because on official servers, I think it's 3 times as much as my single player right now. So per penguin, you're probably going to get about, I don't know, 20 to 30 organic polymer. So you can come back with quite a chunk of this organic polymer because they are all over. And unfortunately, the game kind of holds to a little bit of a weird thing that the smaller the penguin, the more polymer it's going to give you, which feels really awful in all honesty. But, you know, it is what it is. You can kill any of the penguins here and you'll be okay, but the smaller it is, the better off you are. I see any babies. But I have this capped at level 60, and I have it also at 3 times less than you'll get on an official server. But if you can find a little one, I'm looking for a little one, and to see if I can actually locate one for you guys to show you. But the smaller the penguin is, for some reason the game thought it, or the devs thought it would be funny to give you a larger amount of polymer for them. So yeah, you can use this entire island to get a stupid amount, but you can see how fast they swim when they get in the water, which is a problem because you're never going to catch them inside of the water unless you have like a megalodon. There is a way to make a little bit of a farm if you place like a Pelagornis on this island and put it on aggressive, but maybe have it follow something inside of a 1x1. It'll harvest the penguins and basically get you a source of organic polymer that's going to be pretty nice to have access to. Now, there's also the Penguin Castle, which can be found underneath us. And sometimes that will actually spawn penguins as well. Not as much as Penguin Island, but it does spawn penguins. So underneath this is where the Ice Castle is. If you don't know where the Ice Castle is, look for the Ice Castle. I don't really know a better way to say it. But it is right here, and you'll see that this is where there's an artifact over there. But there will be penguins spawning in this zone, and as long as you can find penguins, you can use a polymer cube stick, whatever you want to call it, in order to actually harvest the penguins themselves. Now, just to show you what it looks like, let's go ahead and go to the KAI. Yeah, that's what it is. Kairuku or whatever it is. Come on. So you'll notice that there's a massive number right in this zone, and that's kind of where all of them are. And yeah, so we don't complain about that. We take penguins when we can get them. So, but that is how you do that and get a best amount of polymer that you can get inside of this game. Now, that is one of the easiest ways to get polymer inside the game. There is another way now that they've kind of changed how things work. If you go to the new Skull Island, right? The Skull Island has a new configuration. It's completely new, and it's kind of cool. Takes a little bit to fly over there because center is an absolutely ginormous map. But once we get over there, I'll show you, and inevitably we will make it there. It just takes about 67 years to get there. And now we can at least see Skull Island. Inside of the new Skull Island, there is a stupid, absolutely stupid amount of obsidian. And all you need in order to actually get Hard polymer is to harvest obsidian, like you see here. Yep, it's a stupid amount, and that's just that layer. You can get some from the nose, you can get some from the eyes, and you can also get some from the top of the mountain. It is a joke how much obsidian. You can come back with a few thousand each time, which means you have a few thousand hard polymer if you have some cementing paste lying around, which is not hard to do because there's snails in the game. And you can even just put like an outpost over here and you have just an unlimited source of hard polymer as well. This map is great for resources, and there's also some on the bottom of the ocean if you're harvesting with the Dunkleosteus, and that definitely makes it really easy as well. So definitely capitalize on those opportunities. But anyways, that is how you get a ton of polymer on the center. Hopefully this video helps you out, and if you don't mind, smack that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, teach.